everyone, I'm Gurleen. I hope you're doing well. In today's video, we'll be discussing the trade plan for the weekly expiry, that is April 13th, 2023 for Nifty and Bank Nifty. We'll also take a look at a few select stocks wherein good risk to reward opportunities are brewing up. So be sure to stick around till the end of the video and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and do ring the notification bell so that you never miss an update. So without any further ado, let's take a look at the technical angle, starting with Nifty 50 on a daily time frame. Now Nifty is playing more like a catch-up game, and we are not really seeing the broader sectors participating. Let's also keep in mind the low premiums, and if we add a pinch of short covering to that, it might be a firecracker kind of a day tomorrow with long spikes. Now the FOMO has been high, as you can see that Nifty has registered another positive candlestick on the daily chart. If you remember, we discussed that in case if this extension goes on, then above the 17,748 mark, which was yesterday's high, we can see Nifty inching higher towards the levels of 17,926, which is the reversal level of this particular pattern. Also, if you see that Nifty has entered or is trading within this wide potential reversal zone, so what can happen next? Let's find out by taking a look at the hourly time frame. Now it's right to say that the index has seen a vertical rise from the levels of 16,900 and a temporary pause or a pullback is due. Though now you can see that Nifty has entered into a wide potential reversal zone and it might consolidate within this range, or Nifty can even go in for testing the levels of 17,926 as long as it is placed above these hourly moving averages, which are at the levels of 17,606 and 17,715. So the bottom line is that these averages can be considered as the trailing averages, and also keep in mind that we are near the major resistance level, so trade with caution. And the first sign of a temporary pause or a minor dip in the trend will be the breakdown of these averages over here. Till then, if you have positional longs, they should be trailed strictly. On the 15 minutes time frame, Nifty was stuck within a range in yesterday's trading session, and we discussed that if we see a breakout at the level of 17,748, then Nifty can test the 17,800 mark on an intraday basis. So you can see that Nifty has done just that. Now here on the 15-minute chart, the immediate support for Nifty is placed at 17,775, and only a breakdown below this level would drag the index lower towards the levels of 17,700 followed by 17,650. Also on the other hand, if we do see a breakout at the level of 17,825, which is today's high, then in that case Nifty can test the levels of 17,880 followed by 17,926 on the upside. Also moving ahead, as we have the expiry lined up, so it's possible for Nifty to stay within the range of 17,650 to 17,950. Let's talk about the support and resistance levels for Nifty. So the support is placed at 17,715 followed by 17,600, and the resistance is placed at 17,880 followed by 17,926. Now let's move to Bank Nifty. So Bank Nifty is going through a crucial phase, and in yesterday's trading session, Kotak Bank was trading at the highs because of MSCI. In fact, today the stock was almost flat and no profit booking was seen, which brings forward the point that this might turn out to be something big for the bank. But let's not jump to conclusions here and just stick with the facts. Today we also saw good momentum in HDFC Bank and ICICI Bank throughout the day as these stocks inched higher. So all in all, the three heavyweights have been showing good momentum in the last few days, and Bank Nifty is also moving completely in sync with the same. Another important observation is that ATM straddle premiums have come down. Though people are perplexed about it, but it's not rare when markets are gradually inching higher and premiums and IVs cool off. And the VIX is hovering around the 10 to 12 mark. Now this also is not very rare. Well, let's also take a look at the technical angle of Bank Nifty on the daily time frame. We discussed that Bank Nifty can easily test the levels of 41,595, and you can see that Bank Nifty has achieved the level on the upside and it is now trading close to the previous high highs, which happen to be a very strong resistance for Bank Nifty. Now the street is anticipating a pullback or a temporary pause in the trend, but are we going in for one? We are yet to find out. So on to the hourly chart, though Bank Nifty is trading within a wide potential reversal zone, and looking at the news inflows will not completely rule out the possibility of hitting further upside towards the levels of 42,068 followed by 42,268, but only above today's high and the resistance level of 41,675. But it's equally important to maintain caution at this end. Also, it's very likely for Bank Nifty to move within this range of 41,332 to 41,610 for tomorrow's expiry. And let's also consider the scenario on the other side, which is that a break below the lower end of the range at the level of 41,332 would bring in the levels of about 41,050, which happens to be the 40 EMA. So as it's an expiry day, we'll keep both the possibilities open over here. For now, positional longs can be trailed and fresh ones should maintain caution. Now for Bank Nifty, the support is placed at 41,050 followed by 40,718, whereas the resistance is placed at 41,610 followed by 42,068. Now let's move to stocks. Let's start with the update on India MART. So as we discussed yesterday that India MART has already given a breakout, and a conclusive sign would be a move above the level of 5140, and in that case I was expecting a target of 5275 followed by 5400. So you can see that the initial target of 5275 has been achieved here, and the best approach is to trail the longs for an extended move on the upside towards the levels of 5400. The next one is Titan. So here you can see that Titan broke out of this pivot B at 2545 and is holding nicely above the same in a very narrow range. So here, until and unless Titan is holding above the level of 2545, we can expect a trajectory towards the levels of 2732 over the near or medium term, and the invalidation level here can be considered this recent low of 2465. The next on the list is Persistent. We had discussed about Persistent in the video titled 3 breakout stocks, and it reversed from this polarity zone, and you can see on the chart that now Persistent is consolidating in a narrow range right underneath the resistance level. So here we might see a upside move strictly above the level of 4656, and in that case the invalidation level can be considered as 4462. So you can keep Persistent on your watch list as well. The last one is the update on HDFC Bank. So we discussed HDFC Bank in one of the videos, and you can see that it was trading within an inside bar setup placed in a narrow range, and we discussed that a break on either side of this range will bring in a 1:1 RR move, and you can see that it has been achieved over here in HDFC Bank. And if you ask that what is the maximum possible upside, so in this case I'll be anticipating an upside of about 1702 followed by 1716 on the higher side. Well, that's it for today, and on that note, it's Gurleen signing off. Until we meet again, have a good time.